Okay, the machine's firing up here, making sure all systems are go. Warp drive engaged. All right. Good morning, Bitcoin truth seekers. It is Friday, December 20th, 2019. It's 7:41 a.m. here in the Arizona desert. Well, today, bit of a green day in the market. Yesterday's BTC good vibes have continued. So, last 24 hours, Bitcoin up 1.2%. We're coming in at 7,188. Ethereum up almost 1% at 128, LTC at $40 up 1.36%, and XRP up almost 3% at 2.96. It's 19 cents this morning. The banker's coin is doing well. All right. Let's start where we always start. Dow Jones Industrial Average. Okay, yesterday closed on a green candle. This morning, whoa, look at that. We got a red candle coming in. We'll see how this plays out. I'm sure we'll still be in an uptrend at the end of the day. But so far this morning, a bit of a red lava flow there on the daily candle. MACD certainly is positive. It would take a lot to turn that around. S&P 500, red candle this morning. But of course the MACD is very positive. We're in a strong uptrend. Russell 2000 index, the little guys, well, got a green candle this morning. So a couple green candles in a row. MACD is still positive there. All right, now let's look at CoinLib and see how much tether into Bitcoin last 24 hours. 2.06 billion. That is looking good. A good amount. I think it was like 3 billion yesterday. So today we're looking at 2.06 billion. Not bad at all. It's nice volume. I like to see it over a billion into Bitcoin. And now Tether, it's at 967 million into Ethereum. So Tether into Ethereum at 964 million. Really, any day over a billion for Ethereum is really, really rocking. And honestly, any day that I'm seeing we have over 500 million, tether into Ethereum is pretty darn good. So this is still a really good day for Ethereum. So Ethereum and Bitcoin, as far as tether flow into last 24 hours, are both looking outstanding. All right, total market cap from Marsari.io for Bitcoin is 129 billion, and the real volume is 216 million. I like to see 300 million for a mediocre day, so we have not hit it. So 216 million in volume. We are definitely slowing down. So the tether into Bitcoin has slowed down since yesterday, but it's still outstanding. And real volume into Bitcoin across the top 10 exchanges last 24 hours at 216 million. That is much lower than I like to see it, but still it's not dismal. The pump from yesterday is definitely slowing down a bit. Now, looking at longs versus shorts, which as far as predicting price action, I've begun to find that it means absolutely nothing. So totaling Bitfinex, BitMEX, and Binance, we have a total of 66% longs and 33% shorts. Bitfinex has got 338 million longs versus 35 million shorts, and Binance, as always, is more shorts than longs, but it's 35% longs and 64% shorts. I really need to keep a tally on these guys and see who tends to be the most accurate when it comes to price action. The current sentiment over at Blockchain Whispers is positive this morning. Bitcoin dominance, it is 70%. It's a red candle so far today, but we are at 70%. We're just right there at exactly 70.00%. We'll see if we close this day above or below 70%. Total market cap for alts is 55 billion. Now, what's going on with Bitcoin? Let's look here at a very, very, very short time frame, the 45-minute chart for extremely immediate price action, and we can see that we are above the 200 moving average in the 45. And we are going sideways. We are in that 7,000 to 7,200 range. Well, we actually are not quite at 7,200, but we are in a range where there is previous support and resistance on the chart, and also buy-sell volume looking at BPVR. With that said, we are sideways on the 45-minute chart, just trying to get a very, very immediate price action. Looking at the 2-hour chart, we are below. We did pump above the 200 moving average. You can tell that by this nice little diamond here. We went above the 200 moving average, but we went below it quickly, and we're still sideways. This is the ADX and DI. So you've got your ADX, this white line, a white trend line. I like to see that above 25 for health. And right now we're at 19, and this is the DI. When it's red and below, you're not looking so good. When it's green and above, you are looking good. And of course, the histogram does have an intensity of color, which shows you how strong it is. So basically, I'm looking on the 2-hour. our positive DI, directional index, is fading, and our ADX is going below 25. It is below 25. This is the SAR indicator, and as you can see, we are on a downtrend. MACD is pretty neutral. So, we will have to see, definitely on the 2-hour chart here, we need to keep above this 200 moving average, the white line, to stay healthy and continue trending up. Although, looking at the super guppy indicator, all the EMAs have turned green. You can see that notified by the little green diamond there. So we are looking good in that way. We just need to get above that 200 moving average on the 2-hour to really keep this pump moving. Let's look at the 4-hour. Okay, if you look at the 4-hour, once again, you can see our directional index is fading, even though it's positive, and our ADX is fading, even though it is still positive. It's on the way down. Although the SAR indicator says all is good. So anyway, what I really note here, and I think is a big one, is we are still below. If we look at this, yes, we've had a little pump, and it's wonderful. But look at the 4-hour chart. Look at where that pump started. It's a stop. It wicked right to the 200 moving average, and then it got rejected. So we need to get through that 200 moving average on the 4-hour here. It's a great place to watch. 2-hour and the 4-hour, especially the 4-hour. If you watch this, when we can break above that 200 moving average, that is going to be, I think, a very good sign. But let's not forget where we are. This is the daily chart, and this is the super guppy indicator you can see here with the EMAs rolling green and rolling red. We're red right now. This is the 200 moving average. I mean, we are still in a downwards channel on the daily, but if you do look at the MACD on the daily, we have turned positive. The MACD, the blue line above the red line, the signal, and the histogram is widening in the right direction. That's a pretty powerful indicator. A lot of people do follow that. So we are somewhat undecided right now. We shall see what happens. Looking at the daily once again, we are below the 200 moving average on the daily. This is a moving average. I'm not going to tell you what it is. You have to join blockchain education to know what this is. It's one of our secrets. So, but right there, it's a moving average on the daily. We're well below it. We had a nice green candle followed by a indecisive red one. Now we're starting the day on a green candle, but definitely on the daily. If we look at the directional index, it is red. It is not positive, and the ADX is right at 25. So we really are in could go anywhere land. We have a powerfully, positive MACD. That's really wonderful. But we also have a strong downward channel that we've been in for a while. So the daily MACD is positive. I love seeing that. But let's check it out on the weekly. So the weekly MACD, is still a very negative entity here. But at least the histogram is going from blood red to broken heart pink. And I really think that once this MACD starts to trend positive on the weekly, that will really help bolster that daily MACD, and we'll see some price action that we like. Anyway, of course, not financial advice. This is just the ramblings of a crazy person, but we got to get above this 200 moving average in the 4-hour. So let's just see how it goes. We really are in indecisive territory. I could throw in, if I can find it real quick here, don't want to keep you guys too long. Where's my VPVR on the daily? If we do look, we definitely are, go back to the very, very first of the year. Right now we are in a place where, 8,000's got more VPVR volume, buy sell volume, and support resistance in the chart. But we are in an area around 7,100, like 7,000 to 7,000 to 7,200. We are in an area that does have previous support and resistance in the chart, and also has previous buy sell volume. So, I think we can hang out here and go sideways. It's just a matter of, are we going to break towards the 8,000 and keep rolling, or are we going down here to the 5,200 level or so? We just got to see. The daily still is well below the 200 moving average and is not exactly what I'd consider a healthy chart. With that said, big news. All right, just for fun, here's 9 habits to increase your energy. While you're watching Bitcoin and see what it's going to do, don't forget to go to sleep early. Exercise every day, and if you want to see the rest, click on the link in the show notes. And this is a good YouTube commentary. It's 18 minutes long, almost 19 minutes long. It's by Crypto Lark, a very good YouTube personality, very knowledgeable about the market and crypto. And he talks about Ethereum to crush Bitcoin, why Ethereum will be the #1 crypto. Well, he used the clickbait title, of course. That's kind of how it goes. But still, he just makes some points that Ethereum, even though its chart, if you look at it right now, is kind of dismal, it really is where the smart contracts are happening, where a lot of development is happening there. I mean, Ethereum is definitely not out of the market, and he just kind of gives some Ethereum some love and talks about some of the new upgrades to Ethereum that have come out and been successful, and just keep an eye on Ethereum because, I don't know, sometimes it doesn't get a lot of love, and it's still really who's going to beat Ethereum when it comes to the smart contract world in the future. Yes, of course, there's better blockchains, etc., but the Ethereum is already out there. It's kind of like VHS versus beta. Maybe there's things better, but VHS is going to win. So I think in the smart contract world, Ethereum's probably already won. Keep an eye on it. Obstacles cannot stop you. Weather can't stop you. Heartbreak cannot stop you. Failure can't stop you. Downwards channels cannot stop you. The MACD cannot stop you. Nothing can stop you. It's Christmas time. It's the holidays. The market's probably going to slow down. You might slow down, but keep at it. Keep hammering. Only you can stop you. You guys are warriors. Bitcoin is a difficult market right now. I'd love to see it just get in a Lambo action kind of upwards channel and just rock for us, but it isn't quite doing that yet. Keep at it. You know, you guys are warriors. Keep at it. Keep hammering. Keep hammering. I'll see you guys again tomorrow. I have been a member of blockchain education for over 2 years, and it has been a huge factor in my success as a crypto trader. Click on the link in the description, and you will be attached to an amazing fat discount that will not last forever, that discount. Really, the platform is growing quite quickly, and get the discount while you can. Get that locked in. With that said, watch this infomercial, and you will learn a lot about blockchain education. Once you sign up, you can watch hours of video on the blockchain education method. You can sit back, chill, and learn a method that absolutely works. And with that said, it isn't like it's a couple of videos that are years old. No, new videos are constantly being made as the community asks for more knowledge. So new questions there. Jonathan Regan, he's in the chat constantly, along with other amazing traders. And the content, the educational content keeps growing. So recently we had a membership update, but also we have a video on the 200 moving average. He really zoomed in on it. Like, here's some info. He helped us get even better at using the 200 moving average in different time frames, and also the Dirty 30 scanner. I can't tell you about that because, well, sorry, but you got to join. But if you do implement that in TradingView, you're going to be able to zero in on coins that are about to rock, as you can see right here. Now, with that said, you can watch a video. It's linked in the show notes. It's basically become a successful trader, discover the 5 pillars to success. But basically, their education, methodology, discovery, support, and automation. One of the most important things really is support. You need to have a crew to trade with. And so once you become part of the blockchain education family, you've got a 24-hour chat, and you are hanging out with people who actually really care about your success. And everybody's chatting, and we're comparing charts, and there's always experts in there to really help. But it's not always an expert that can help. You're going to find yourself helping others. You're going to be an expert before you know it. So I hope you sign up. Look, these are some recent calls. These are a couple days old, so I'm not showing anybody anything that just happened. But look at that. These are gains. And if you want it, you could have been auto-entered into these, or you could have entered into them manually. Now, we also have a weekly newsletter that shows all the wins, all the gains. So basically, look at that. The last couple weeks, we've had these are the average gains. Boom, I don't want to show you too much. This is for members only. But top 10 performers for the week. Boom. These are all calls that everybody was in, who chose to be in. Either manually entered or they were auto-entered in the hybrid system. So hey, look, blockchain education, let's make money. Let's build something great together. I hope to see you there. I'm Cowboy Craig in the chat.